Hello, Capricorn, and welcome to your February Tarotscope for the 1st through the 15th. I'm going to start with the Soul Journey deck. I am going to shuffle a couple times here. I always pre-shuffle prior to our readings, so we're not spending too much time doing that during our readings. So we have to shuffle a couple times, okay? It's just a waste of time and it's loud in the background. I don't really care to have that loud sound in my videos for you guys and blast in your ears, right? However, I'm going to shuffle off camera just for a moment here while I touch on some key dates for you guys. First of all, Capricorn is ruled by the house of social, the 10th house of social status, rather. Meaning that, Cap is one of the hardest working zodiac signs. So looking at the 10th house for career achievements and your social status, or how you relate or are devoted to by friends, companionships, relations, also can determine professional goals and ambitions. So it's also ruled, Capricorn is also ruled by Saturn, right? So some key dates for the month of February, and I'm going to touch base on kind of like all parts of February, not exactly all, but some, even after the 15th, okay? Just because I want to do that as I was meditating, I kind of ran into some things that seemed important to touch base on. So February 5th will be our Leo full moon, and I feel like for Capricorn, it's kind of like a time to pause and take inventory of your personal life. Blast through the loneliness and kind of restore your faith in love, okay? Heal a heartbreak by being gentler on yourself, and then be your own best Valentine, right? Holding your lover to a higher standard if necessary. You know, for Capricorn, love is serious. You're not really careless with your affection. You're loyal and devoted, and you understand that the value of commitment is important, right? It's very important in a relationship to you. I feel like a lot of you treat it almost as a business matter or like a working relationship, but you're serious about it. Capricorn does have a fun side to them. They're not just strictly work related, but also the sun's going to shine on your finances with the Leo full moon on the 5th. So this may illuminate this area of your life as well. So love and finances really coming in and allowing you to see how you might kind of work through these challenges. I feel like that'll be weighing on your mind a little bit, but it is a favorable time to discuss financial concerns with business partners or your job, okay? And as well as your significant other if you are taken regarding your joint assets. So, for example, you may feel motivated to generate new income streams through consulting or teaching or something on the side. Okay, Capricorn's always, I feel like a lot of us are always searching for more knowledge, more education. I'm 43 and I went back and got my degree. But I got my degree in parapsychology, and then I'm working on my psychology major as well. But I mean, it's never too late to go back to school, right? So the sun enters Pisces then on the 18th of February, marking its way into your communication sector. It'll be a really good time to promote yourself and have a way with words that you can help or that can help you succeed in job interviews or presentations of sorts. The Pisces new moon compels your imagination as well. And if you feel inspired to write, dance, or sing, or something creative, follow the urge all month, okay? Because you may have that. Now, the Pisces new moon on February 19th also signifies a shift in communication. Because when we have that new moon, it kind of goes through a few days, right? It's there for a few days before and after it actually happens. So, what new ideas can you explore, okay? Make time to maybe write a list and reflect upon it. Your next masterpiece could be born that day. Okay, so share your genius with others and generate excitement for your projects. All right, so with that being said, let's hop right in and see what core energy we have coming through for your reading. Perseverance. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. Okay, this has seemed to be a card that popped up for many signs during readings, no matter how much I shuffle. But yeah, it is really a time, not just for Capricorn, but for all signs, all of humanity to kind of just really manifest. This is a time of manifestations coming into fruition, and especially for Capricorn, I really feel that we're gonna really be having this like psychic awareness, or this intuition we're gonna follow. Okay, I'm Capricorn as well, so this is exciting for me to see what I have coming in. Not just for all Capricorns, but it's a general read, so it's gonna be different for everybody. Okay, so take with it what you will, and let's jump right in with the tarot and see what we have. Capricorns always seem to be able to do whatever they set their minds to. A very organized, mostly organized sign. We have our moments, right, where it's like chaotic and we're like, how in the hell did we get through that one? But usually we do. We find a way. We're very stubborn, and we always have to make sure that we get done everything we're trying to accomplish, right? I don't know if all of you guys are like that, but I know I am. And many Capricorns that I know are that way as well. So, all right. Page of Swords. Ace of Swords. Wow, swords energy coming in. And the Sun. Okay, this is good. This is by far not bad at all. Okay, let's start with the page, obviously, because it's the first one we pulled. And so when you get this card, let me get this deck out of the way. Okay. When you get this card, it's, well, first of all, it's a tall, thin teenage boy, right? Or at least he looks like he's a teenage boy. He has this metal hawk pendant that he wears as kind of like a talisman around his neck. And in both hands, the Page of Swords easily holds a sword aloft, right? He is checking himself for the moment, and he looks very intense in the entire, like, reviewing the situation. It's kind of like asking yourself, will you strike out and defend yourself, or will you put the sword down? Okay, this could go either way. Because this card really is about your need to think quickly and act decisively, but keep your temper in check. Because this could remain vigilant, or you could need to remain vigilant and be on guard for some type of conflict. But you should use your wit and not brute force, okay? Stand your ground. Definitely be cautious, but putting an end to petty conflicts with well-chosen words instead of your fists, okay? An intense and intelligent young man could, this could be you, maybe. Doesn't matter, male or female. You could be, feeling like this young man in the card, okay? Feeling like this is petty stuff that's going on, and it's like, let's just end this because we're more adult and more serious than this. Okay, so just, kind of be vigilant and cautious with everything kind of going on around you. All right. The message here is really caution, but also cleverness and tact are needed at this time. So try for tact before you take a swipe at your opponent, okay? And then when you get the Ace of Swords, and that doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to have this physical fight or whatever. It could just be some stupid conflict over something dumb, okay? And I don't know whether it's going to be with your partner or with a coworker or with whomever, but just try to put an end to it, because that's what Capricorn seems to usually do. We don't sit there and waste our time and energy on petty things, right? Okay. But when you get this talks about truth and victory and success and awareness, okay, determination, taking action now, and a clear perspective or perception leads to spirit and a closer connection to your spiritual realm. So, it comes with the element of air, and when it comes into a reading, it's an action card. But it is definitely also about new beginnings and winning battles. So I would say that you're gonna win this little stupid fight that comes in. And another important lesson of this card is that you now have the chance for a new way of thinking. So cut through the fantasy and embrace what is, okay? Sometimes the truth hurts. Maybe that's part of this, but sometimes it can also heal and make room for new, improved reality. Success is attainable, victory is near. So go grab a hold of it with both hands, okay? Even though you have one sword, but you have two hands to hold it, okay? So then let's look at the Sun card, and that's a really fruitacious card in the tarot deck, like the most fruitacious card. It's of good omens and good luck and achievement and creativity and breakthroughs, okay? Dancing under the light of the sun and working with solar magic. So, success can definitely be yours when you get this card. Expect happier times and good health and energy and vitality. Spiritual wholeness has pretty much been achieved. So you may have been working through these battles, and this could have even been a battle with yourself, okay? But you're definitely going to get through that with this card hopping in. You will enjoy good times with friends, events, celebrations are coming your way. Maybe it's Valentine's Day, but personal power is like at its peak when you get this card. So focus on the charisma and see where it takes you, because things are definitely going to work in your favor. So hang on tight and enjoy the ride, because it's going to be a good one. Enthusiasm and fame and growth and success, happiness. It's just personal power and empowerment and achievement. So that's a really great card. So look at knowing that you can, Capricorn, get through anything you put your mind to. That Sun card just goes beautifully with that because it proves it. Okay, so really good cards actually. Now let's bring in the Moon Oracle and elaborate a little bit. Let's see. Oh, excuse me, I have hiccups for a minute there. I've been having those on and off like all week. But let's see what we can elaborate on a little bit here. A little more personal than just an overall story here with the tarot, right? Ooh, jumper. All right, meditate and contemplate. New moon in Pisces with the Page of Swords. So yeah, maybe you're gonna maybe you are definitely going to need to think about this petty thing that's going on and contemplate your decision. Are you gonna fight this person on it, or the situation? It doesn't necessarily have to be a person. It could be a situation. Are you gonna fight, and stand up for what you believe in? Probably, because that's what Capricorn seems to do. We're usually about justice and what's fair. But also, how are you going to take that approach? Are you going to take it by physical action, whether it be good or bad physical action, or are you going to take it by, being the wordsmith that we are, the grammar Nazis, just kind of like, and no offense by saying that word, I hope I didn't offend anybody, but are we going to really just jump in there verbally and kind of like, really just verbally get our ways, find our way through this situation where we need to be tactful and quick and cautious, okay? So yeah, think about it. Don't jump in right away. You may need to make a fast decision, but be smart and wise about it. Okay, now on top of the Ace of Swords, the end of a tough cycle approaches, full moon in Capricorn. How ironic to get our own sign, right, with a card. And yeah, on top of the Ace of Swords, yeah, you got this new beginning coming, and the end of the tough cycle is here. So those go beautiful together. And then work through your fears, new moon in Scorpio. Yep, on top of the sun, because you're going to be shining. There is nothing you cannot do, Capricorn, in February. I really feel. And then another little thing to let you guys know about is that all the planets are going to be direct February. Holy cow. Things are going to be light, beautiful, normal. I mean, it's just going to feel like a really big breath of fresh air. So that is something really great coming in as well. Capricorn, you guys have a really great reading. It's like we're going to squash the beef. We're not going to worry about this, that, and the other. It doesn't matter. It's not important. We're going to move in a new direction. We got prosperity coming in, manifesting coming in. Everything's looking really beautiful. You're going to be shining in the sun. All right. So let's see what your ancestors want to tell you about this whole journey, this story that you have going on here. And all the ancestor cards that I've pulled have really, really, really resonated well with all the cards throughout all the zodiac sign readings. It was kind of crazy. Like, ancestors are really vigilant right now in stepping in to each sign for their people and coming in and saying, you know, here's the message I want you guys to know. It's kind of rather crazy. All right. Great Mystery. Ooh, that's such a pretty card, isn't it? All right. I love the illustration on this deck. It is just one of the prettiest decks I've ever gotten. It just really, really, really stood out to me when I was picking out a deck. It should really call to you when you pick out a deck, okay? Resonate with your soul and just call to you. All right. So when you get this one, it's really all about having faith and knowing that you're divinely guided. Even when you have doubt, trust that you're exactly where you need to be, okay, and believe. You've planted your seeds. Your feet are firm on the ground, Capricorn. Now allow the Creator to do the rest, okay? Even if you can't see into the future, right, have faith that the path will be illuminated for you so that you can move forward. You are not going to be in the dark. You are definitely, look at that, in the sun, right? And you are going to be able to work through your fears by kind of giving your ancestors the opportunity to guide you and your spiritual team, especially the Creator or God, however you want to look at that. You will definitely be on this illuminated path and go forward. If you have any, reoccurring challenges, turn them over to God or your spiritual team or your ancestors, okay? You are not alone in this journey. Whether you think so or not, you really are not. Some of you are gifted. I am, but many of you follow your intuition, your gut. It is really always important to follow your heart, but if your gut says, I don't know that we should do this, you probably should listen to that. Okay, that's the way that your spiritual team connects with you. So, yeah, really on a beautiful journey. Okay, and then the next card, Grandmother Earth. Look at that, Earth sign. Yeah, definitely. And another beautiful card with beautiful illustration. Wow. This is definitely a time for us to be grounded, okay? Stop and take measure of your life. Assess who you are and where you are and get and stay grounded, okay? Make plans for your future, but don't act on them, right? Until you're ready and feel secure. I just said that. So, and this card talks about it. So that's kind of profound. You're going to have a sense of strength and power within you, and it's going to expand right now during this time. You're going to put roots down, and this time they're going to actually go deeper, okay, than just the surface. So really just getting planted in one place and taking, growing there, all right, wherever that place is for you. And Grandmother Earth kind of coming in and giving you all these beautiful things around you, trees and plants and flowers and rivers and streams and mountains and valleys, right? And oceans. It's all about the support with all those things. She's stable and strong and devoted to us. And so you are supported and loved, even if you're not always sure of it, okay? Strength is really growing inside of you. Don't rush it. Slow down a little bit, Capricorn. You're always multitasking, but the seeds that you plant now will really have a major abundance for the future. Okay, so only if you take the time to nurture those new beginnings can they grow with you in the future, right? So don't rush. Security and protection are definitely surrounding you. You are definitely safe, okay? So if you're thinking of making a secure financial investment, this could be the card for you. It's also telling you that it is a good time to do that. So it's really not a time to take risks, okay? And that kind of goes back to meditate and contemplate and not rushing into any one thing, especially a hasty decision if it comes to an argument with somebody. Like, just be careful because, you did get that card that heeds a little bit of warning. Nothing for you to really fret about too much where it's like you're going to freak out, okay? Don't get nervous. All right, so let's bring in the Vision of Soul deck here. Visions of the Soul. And let's see what Spirit Guide wants you to really focus on for your personal growth or yourself. Okay, what do you need to know or work on? I got two upside down in there, and it's really kind of driving me nuts. Okay. I do not like when my cards get all mixed up. Oops. Sorry about that. I think I'm going to need a bigger space here soon. All right. Let's see. This card just really keeps popping up for almost every reading. I think it was for Sagittarius. It was there for Scorpio. It was there for another one. I think it was Libra. It's kind of crazy how this card, no matter how many times I shuffle, just keeps popping up. I really feel like this is for like collective, for everybody. It's not just about Capricorn, okay? Because it just keeps on popping up. So this is something the universe and all spirit guides, I think, are kind of just like screaming at us. Now is the time for psychic awakening, okay? And life path lessons and wisdom. So we're definitely in a time of awareness, psychic awareness. We're going to have this knowledge, and it's kind of like coming from your guides and your angels and your whole spiritual team. They're really just working with humanity right now to kind of grow us all in a better direction. It's not just about Capricorn. It's not just about Libra or whatever sign got this card. It's popping up constantly. So I would say this is just for everybody right now. It's like the past, present, and future. It doesn't matter what reality or knowledge you have of that. It's is it out of your reach? No, because if you take time to meditate and contemplate and listen, you can definitely get some knowledge that spirits really wants you to know. Your angels and your team really wants you to know. There's like this spiritual download going on universally for everybody, and it's like, yeah, you're still in your physical body, but it's time, which for the time being has physical limitations, right? But in time, this integration will kind of become easier and quicker, but it's a process you kind of need to allow to unfold in divine timing. So back to timing again, not rushing anything. You are a soul, right? Or as a soul, you must recognize that once you are given this knowledge, how are you going to use it? How are you going to use it to benefit you or the world around you? Okay, and knowledge is a gift to humanity, and it's to be used wisely to share with the world around you. So yeah, this is really like being psychically aware or aware of like all that is kind of taking place right now. It's like everybody's gaining this knowledge they don't even know they're gaining. The universe is kind of like upgrading everybody, kind of like as if you were a computer and you get this download. It's not like the computer knows exactly every little download they're getting, right? It's not a person, it's not thinking, but we're getting it. We just don't hear it or see it or feel it. I mean, maybe some of us do, gifted people usually do, or that little ringing in your ears that's constant and it has nothing to do with a medical issue. That's kind of like your spirit guides giving you this download, okay, of knowledge. And all of a sudden, you're just going to be like more in tune with certain things. You're going to be on this different path that makes sense all of a sudden. You're going to start to notice this or notice that, and the synchronicities are going to be there. That's kind of what this card says, okay? Or what it's talking about. So let's pull some self-care oracle and see, what do your guides want you to personally, just for you, really focus on right now. What do you need to, what do you need to do this beginning of February just for yourself? Okay. Without it being like work related or for family or for, other people, because Capricorns are always all over the place. And if you're empathic, you're also helping everybody else and taking on other people's responsibilities or their, problems and whatnot. So what can we do just for ourselves right now to kind of, like a gift to yourself, rather? Okay. Look at that. Embrace color. Yeah. And I feel like a lot of us really like to wear black, or like gray, like, or maybe you're really into earthy colors, right? Those browns, but black, gray, white. So maybe wear some more color, kind of when you start to, if you wear too much black or you wear too much blue, you start to feel those emotions that kind of come with that. You know what I mean? If you wear black, it's like you're mourning life every day, right? I mean, some of you may feel classy and clean, and I know I do, but it is good to put some color in your world, because then it's kind of uplifting, okay? And I think that's what Spirit Guide's getting at. Let's uplift ourselves. And look at that, seek nature. Yeah, with Grandmother Earth, right? I mean, come on, we're Earth sign. Nature is what we need to ground ourselves, and our cards were talking about that. So yeah, definitely getting out into nature. And if you can't get out into nature, maybe bring it into you. Maybe buy yourself some flowers. Maybe get some plants in your house. When the sun shines, open the blinds, really let it in. Whatever you can do to feel grounded and a little earthy, to kind of feel whole again, okay? That really helps with that. All right, so let's get our final message from Archangel Michael in the spiritual realm and our team, and see what it is they want us to know, all right, about this journey. One final, two final messages, because I am going to pull two cards. All right. And we get, your inner guidance is real and trustworthy. Yes, that's what we've been talking about. That goes really well with that Well of Dreams chakra card. It was Well of Dreams, right? Or is it? Yeah, Well of Dreams chakra. Definitely. Yep, you're gonna just know, okay? It's like, where did I get this knowledge from? Doesn't matter. You're getting it. You're getting it from your guides and your angels and the spiritual realm. So, yeah, trusting that, your inner guidance is real. So please help me clearly hear, see, feel, and know the divine guidance that I have asked and prayed for. Allow me to keep my ego out of the way so your wisdom can come streaming through me for my own benefit and for those around me. And that's exactly like what we were talking about with the Well of Dreams chakra. Using this knowledge, not just for yourself, but to help everybody around you as well. And then the last one, look at that. Romance angels are helping you. I couldn't even say it. Yeah, you're definitely going to have some love coming in. Okay, Capricorn, or you're going to trust love again, and give it another go. So, dear guardian angels of my soulmate, thank you for preparing my soul, or thank you for preparing my soulmate and me for love, for giving us the motivation to make healthful life changes, and for arranging for us to meet. Thank you for helping us recognize each other and have the courage to say hello so that we can eventually delve into a truly intimate relationship. So, yes, maybe along this journey, you are going to get with your soulmate, or your soulmate is going to, you're going to bump into each other, okay? And it's really odd because I had that type of experience today. So that is significant for me. So those are your messages, Capricorn. I thank you for stopping by, and I hope that you all have a wonderful February. Stay tuned for Valentine's Day readings, as well as full moon readings for around the 5th. All right. So as always, happy connecting.